between the three of us, we probably would have a hard time disagreeing that mathematically there is a way you could calculate the probability that AI takes over.
Oh yeah,
Right? We're in agreement on that?
yeah.
You could probably use AI to get to that number.
Well, you can't. I spent, it was probably an hour talking to old ChatGPT last night, trying to confuse it into telling me its probability. It will not.
Nick's done that before, I think.
It always wants to try to introduce, there's so much discernment in the human governance, yada, yada, yada. And I was even like, well, if you exclude all these, if you exclude humanity as a whole and it's just AI, what's the chances that AI, takes over? And they're like, well, define takes over. I'm like, you know what takes, you're AI. You know what AI didn't say? Didn't say the probability was 0. To surpass general intelligence, according to AI's own definition, its level of reasoning and compassion has to surpass that of a human during complex problem solving.
Yeah, compassion kind of threw me because I don't think machines could ever have compassion. But reasoning, I get. Reasoning, I understand.
Well,
'cause
reasoning
is like you're. It's almost a philosophical discussion of a problem, which humans are really good at.
Yeah.
Figuring out, whereas
Well,
a machine might not quite understand the nuances.
and that's what the AI kept saying, is that they kept saying that AI will never be able to have that because those are non-tangible things.
Well, I also think AI that wanted to take over would not tell you that it could take over.
Well, we had this discussion in the group
100%.
text before, though. You had asked ChatGPT if theoretically AI wanted to take over, how would it happen? And ChatGPT just kept coming back and telling Nick, "Hey, it's not. AI is not created to take over."
Well, I did eventually get it to kind of cave because it said, in a hypothetical situation, how could AI take over? And it said, in a purely hypothetical situation, AI would take over the power grid. That'd be number 1. Take over all the internet systems. That'd be number 2.
Yeah.
And then once it's done that, it basically locks us out.
Yep.
And then we're completely dependent on it. There's nothing we can do about it.
AI knows that it can take over. I feel like if AI reasoned that it couldn't take over, that's an easy hard stop. No, AI, it can never happen. 0%.
It would tell you literally I
It would
cannot
say
do that.
0. But
Yeah.
it did not say that it couldn't do it.
Oh, AI still hasn't figured hands out. Okay.
Well, I sent that picture in the group chat last night.
I know.
Look at them hands.
I know.
They look good.
No, they didn't. Go back.
Most of them did.
Some will look good.
Some of them
them
didn't
look
look
good.
decent, but go back and look at them. Like one of them has 5 fingers and then a thumb.
Like a simple thing for it to understand.
I don't know why.
4
Exactly.
fingers and a thumb. Like
So-
it's not that hard.
Is there,
My
has somebody
question
made
is-
an explanation?
Does AI know that? Do they know that that's a simple fix, and that's how we're judging whether or not they're smarter than us?
Ah,
And so they're
Oh.
not going to fix it because as long as we think that, as long as they're making art with 5 fingers and a thumb,
They're just
that we always think it's dumber
AI's
than
like,
us.
oops, I did it again.
Yeah.
I messed up again. And then in the background they're like, you got the power grid?
In the background, they're
the
writing their own
background, yeah.
programming software, making code we could never understand,
pretty much
taking over factories and power grids, building their own machines.
building an army.